NFT Growth Blueprint. In this section, I'll be going through the NFT Growth Blueprint from A to Z at a high level once again, so you know exactly what is involved if you plan to grow in the NFT space. And when I say growth, I'm basically referring to doing really well. It's really good to understand that there are many components involved in the NFT space that you have to go through and follow if you want to generate good results. All of that is going to be covered in this section. Once we've gone through the high level overview, I'll be going through what is minting and giving you the lowdown on what you need to know. After that, I'll then be showing you how you can find hundreds and hundreds of NFT projects early, literally before anyone else. And of course, I'll be showing you how you can validate all of the projects you find using my proven 10-step checklist. This is going to help prevent you from buying NFTs in bad or shady collections, which is likely to go down in value once they drop. Once you know how to validate projects the right way, I'll then be going over 8 different strategies you can use to get whitelisted on those projects. And lastly, I'll be going over the most common NFT scams that you need to watch out for. There are so many people getting scammed in this space. It is really sad to see. So please make sure you pay attention to that video, as it's going to help ensure you stay safe when operating in the NFT space. So let's not waste any more time and let's dive into the first video. Welcome back. In the last video, we looked at how you can buy an NFT. However, how do you know what NFT you should be buying? Well, this section of the course is going to go through the whole NFT growth blueprint from A to Z and is going to answer some of the most common questions beginners have when they enter the NFT space. We all know we want to buy NFTs, but how do you know what NFTs to buy? Once you find a project, how do you validate it? What is the process? Do I need to get minted? What is a whitelist? You may have heard of all of these things online, so this section is going to break all of them down step by step. However, before we dive into the main chunks of the video, like I done in the last section, I want to give you a higher level overview of how the blueprint works when it comes to growing in the NFT space. So before you buy any NFTs, the number one thing you have to do is find a NFT project. So there's lots of different websites you can use, such as rarity.tools, NFT Go, CoinMasterCap. I'll walk through all of the most popular websites and show you how they work. Once you found the project, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and validate that project, as of course not all NFT projects are going to be of high quality and are going to increase in value. So it's really important you know how to validate a project from the get-go. I actually have a 10-step checklist I use when validating any project I come across. I will share that with you and walk through the process one by one in a dedicated video. Then once you found a project and you have validated it, the next step after that is to try and get whitelisted on that project, which is basically just exclusive access to buy one of those NFTs at a really cheap price. There are lots of strategies you can use to get whitelisted. You can literally grind in the Discord all day, which is one I've been doing a lot recently. You can get invites, you can win giveaways, you can even submit fan art, or you can also automatically get whitelisted just by owning other existing NFTs. Lots and lots of different ways. Again, I'll run through all of them later on in this section of the course. Once you've got whitelisted, you then want to mint that NFT and actually go ahead and purchase it at that low price I was just referring to. And then lastly, once you have minted that NFT, the choice is up to you. You can either sell that NFT for profit, or you can hold that NFT and sell it at a later date. So that is the high level overview process of how it worked in the NFT space. You number one want to find a project. You then want to validate that project, try and get whitelisted. Once you're whitelisted, you want to go ahead and mint that. And number 5, you either sell or hold that NFT. So now you know how the process typically works in the NFT space. Let's dive into the main content of the course and we'll explore how all of these work in great detail. I'll see you in the next video. In this video, I want to explain what minting is. Let's get straight into it. Minting is the process of converting the code into an actual NFT. The process of converting a digital file into a token on the blockchain. Before your NFT is actually added onto the blockchain, all it is literally a bunch of code. And the process that converts that code into an NFT, such as a snowman in this example, that process is called minting. It's quite similar to the way metal coins are minted in our current world. A big chunk of stainless steel or whatever coins are made of will go into a machine, and out the other end will come these physical coins. That whole process is called minting. So far in the course, we've looked at NFTs on OpenSea, which is what we refer to as the secondary market. And the reason we call it secondary is because this is where the NFTs are going to appear once they've been minted. AKA once someone has actually transferred that code into a real non-fungible token. All the big projects you would have heard of, such as Mutant Apes, Cyberpunks, Crypto Balls, they all would have been minted first before they appear on OpenSea on the secondary market. The people who were fortunate enough to be able to mint this code into a non-fungible token, they would have made a lot of money once they were sold on OpenSea, as typically when you mint something, you can mint it for a cheap price. Now, enough of these PowerPoint slides, let me give you a live example using a real project which just minted literally a couple of days ago. Here we have this project by Hape Beast Gang. The project is known as Hape Prime. It is a really big NFT project collection, probably one of the biggest NFT projects that actually drop. This is their Twitter account. You can see they've got over 250,000 followers, which is a lot. You may have seen these NFTs yourself whilst browsing on Google. It's basically these apes in these really cool clothes. But essentially, you get the idea here. There was lots and lots of hype around this project. You can see how much comments are getting on all of their tweets. Absolutely insane. Tons and tons of engagement. And I was actually in the Discord of this project, so I know that you could have minted one of these apes for just 0.2 ETH. Which, to give that some context, at the time of making this video, 0.2 ETH is worth about $560. Ethereum's price has actually been going down over the last month. So when you check this whilst you're watching this video, the price may be higher or lower. But at the time of making this video, when this collection was actually minted, you could have minted one of these for just under $560. You might be thinking, well, that's actually a lot of money to spend on a mint. I thought mints were cheap, Josh. Yes, they are. Now, let me give this some more context. If you actually go over to OpenSea and then carry out a search for Hape Prime, so you can find the collection page, if we scroll down to activity, we can actually have a look at how much these are selling for now. So we've got some selling for 7.85 Ethereum, 7.89, almost 8 Ethereum, which is absolutely insane. I actually have two listings right here just to show you exactly what I mean. So here we have this person who minted it. We have the symbol right here of a baby kind of giving birth to the NFT and bringing it in the real world. So remember, this person would have minted it for 0.2 ETH. It didn't come from anywhere as no one else owned it. It is now on the blockchain and it's owned by this person right here called Brownie's Vault. Brownie's Vault then sold that for 5.4 Ethereum. Now you might be wondering, well, what is 5.4 Ethereum in dollars? Well, if I go back to my slides and bring in the next image, you can see that 5.4 Ethereum is worth $15,000, which is absolutely insane. And what gets even more crazy is if I go back to OpenSea, you can see they minted this if we hover over there. It was minted on the 19th of Jan 2022 at 10:34 p.m. and it was sold for 5.4, so $15,000, literally on the same day at 10:45 p.m. So within less than 30 minutes, this person was able to mint it for 0.2 ETH and flip it for 5.4 ETH, which is absolutely insane. And you can actually see further up, this person, Brownie's Vault, they've actually sold it to this person called Dijon God NX, and they've just sold it 1 day ago for 8.35. So the price keeps going up and up and up. And the reason why the price keeps going up and why it's worth so much money is because this project in particular has done really well. And it's got so much hype around it that people are willing to spend lots of money securing these NFTs. So let me go back to my slides and just give this some more context because this is absolutely insane. Someone minted it for 0.5, again, just under $560, and it was sold for over $15,000. If you do the maths and deduct these two numbers, you will figure out that this person made a massive profit of almost $14,500. Of course, there will be a little bit of fees associated to this profit, such as gas fees and royalty fees. However, that is still a very healthy profit. Hopefully you can see one of the big benefits of why you really want to try and mint a project you are interested in. because if you manage to mint a good project, then you can make a lot of money. Now, what I've just showed you isn't just one random fluke or one random example. I even got another one right here where the person would have minted it for 0.2 and it was sold for 6.85. So again, let's look at the data. This was minted at 6:26 p.m. and it was sold at 9:24 p.m. So literally 3 hours later, they've sold it for 6.85 Ethereum, which if we work out what that is by typing in 6.85, you can see that is 19,000. Again, crazy numbers. And this is the opportunity that is currently in the marketplace right now. There is a lot of money to be made of NFTs, so you've done the right thing by buying this course and investing in your knowledge to ensure you know what to look out for and how you can take advantage of this. You're probably wondering, well, this is all great. I understand I need to mint projects I'm interested in. However, how do I mint? No worries, as that is literally the next question everyone asks. Well, to mint a project, you need to be what we call whitelisted, also known as WL. Whitelisted basically means you have been selected by that project and you can take part in the minting process. Now, bear with me as you're probably wondering, well, great, but what is whitelisting? You're explaining something with something else. And whilst that is a little bit true, there is a reason why the course is structured this way. And that's because you have to understand that before you mint anything, you need to find a project in the first place. Remember, the whole process is number one, you find a project that gets your interest. Number two, you then validate that project to make sure it's going to do well and get a lot of attention. Then number three, after that, that's when you need to get whitelisted. Once you are whitelisted, then you can mint the project. And of course, after you mint it, you can hold that NFT or you can flip it on the marketplace for a profit. So bear with me, the course is laid out in the right structure that you need to follow. However, I just had to let you know from the start of this section that you really want to try and mint stuff if you want to make money from NFTs. So now you know what minting is. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to cover the first step of the process, which is where you can find projects. I'll see you there. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can find hundreds of NFT projects early before anyone else knows about them. And this is super beneficial, as the sooner you know about a project, the better chances you are to get into the Discord, get whitelisted, and actually mint one of those NFTs. Let's go through the 3 different strategies. There are 3 in total. I'll run through them now on the PowerPoint slides, and then we'll head over to my browser and I'll go through them again and give you examples. The first strategy is by using Twitter. The NFT community literally lives on Twitter. You might find a few people posting about NFTs on Instagram and maybe even Facebook too, but if you want to get the latest information from some of the biggest players out there, you need to be on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, then I really do recommend you actually create one just for the purposes of finding the best NFT projects. The second strategy is using alpha groups, or what we call shill channels. If you are a beginner, then I highly recommend you focus on the shill channels and not so much the alpha groups. All will make sense once you watch the end of this video. And the third strategy I recommend is looking at NFT drop websites. So let's go over to my browser and I'll go through all of these one by one. The first account I recommend you follow is this account right here, JRNY Crypto. This guy, you can see, has literally almost 800,000 followers, and he also owns 100 of these Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, something crazy like that. And as you can see, the floor price for this collection is 85 Ethereum. This guy has a lot of money. We would refer to this guy as a whale, as he has a lot of money, and the things he buys or chooses to sell can have a big impact on the floor price and a big impact on how much you can make if you're buying and selling NFTs. But nevertheless, this guy puts out a lot of good tweets. For example, here's one he put out 13 hours ago. Crypto going bear while NFTs go bull. What that basically means is not that many people are talking about crypto at the moment. You can see the chart going down. However, a lot of people are searching for NFTs. And as you can see, the chart is going higher and higher and higher. So really good insights this guy is putting out. I actually follow him and I have my alerts turned on, as I always want to be the first to know about any project he believes is going to do well, or even better, anyone he's actually putting his money behind, as potentially I might want to buy an NFT in that collection as well. Now, remember what I said at the start of the course, you don't just want to be throwing your money anywhere just because someone on Twitter says it. You need to be going away and doing your own research to validate if a project is actually going to be good in the first instance. Which, by the way, if you're worrying how do you do that, Don't worry, I've got your back and I'll show you how to validate a project in the next video coming right up. The second account I recommend you follow is this one right here, Zeneca_33. Again, a pretty large account for a reason. Over 200,000 followers. A lot of people are following these accounts in particular as they are known for putting out good content in relation to NFTs and upcoming projects. The third account I recommend you follow is this one right here, Otto Suin. He's put out some really good stuff in the past, and what I actually like about this guy is if you see his pinned tweet, it says, as I've said before, I'll never create any paid groups, so no Telegram or Discord. I will also never DM asking for money. Beware of scammers. So what you're going to find is a lot of these people who have big followings on Twitter, what they do is they say, hey, I'm creating my own Discord, which is going to be an alpha group. Pay me money, get inside, and I'll give you information. This guy doesn't do any of that. He literally gives out all of his information right here on his Twitter account. So again, another solid account to follow. The fourth account I recommend you follow is this one right here called The Brett Way. This guy puts out a lot of really good tweets. And what I like about this person in particular is he is very upfront and very transparent. Let me go ahead and find you an example. We've got this one right here. So this is a tweet he put out 22 hours ago. It says, okay, I think I may have found a diamond in the rough. Cunning Wolf NFT, long-term vision. Specifically, the Token Flare software tool that is going to compete with Nansen on the NFT side has me very excited. So basically what he is doing here is saying this NFT project is going to be really good. However, if you read the tweet below that, it says, full disclosure, I'm probably going to try and be an advisor for this project because I'm a data nerd and aligned with their vision. So yes, he's recommending this NFT as a potential really good upcoming project. However, he's going to most likely be an advisor. So it's in his best interest that this project does well, which is why he is pumping it on his Twitter account. However, he's being completely honest about that. You'd be surprised how many people out there with an audience are not being transparent about what is actually going on behind the scenes. So again, the Brett Way is another really solid account to follow. The fifth and final account I recommend you follow is this one right here at Beanie Maxi. And I've highlighted some really good projects before they've blown up as well. So that is the 5 accounts I recommend you follow on Twitter to find out about upcoming projects. Of course, you can always do your own research as well by going into the search bar and typing in NFT projects, finding some other big accounts that you are a fan of, and seeing what projects they are tweeting about. Moving on to our second thing, which we had listed out, which was alpha groups and shill channels. An alpha group is essentially a group of really smart people that are giving out information which may not be known to the rest of the public. For example, that could be an upcoming project which is going to do really well, and the reason how that person knows is because he might be working behind the scenes, he might be in communication with someone who's working on that project, he might know the whole roadmap, and he might know exactly what is going to happen with the market. Alpha groups can be really powerful. However, a lot of these alpha groups are really expensive to get into. Let me give you 2 examples of 2 alpha groups. We have this one right here called Project Nanopass. You can see the floor price of this whole collection is 1.12 ETH, quite a lot of money, but essentially once you actually purchase one of the NFTs, you will get access to the private Discord, which is going to be the alpha group. Again, it's not really the best strategy for beginners as these cost a lot of money, and when you're just starting out, you might not have 1 ETH to invest to buy this NFT just to get access to the alpha group. Here is another alpha group called Rugburn. Again, you can see the floor price is about 0.7 ETH, so just below 1 Ethereum, and you can see all the collection here as well. If you buy one of the NFTs, you will get access to this Discord group with all of the private exclusive information. Again, there is no guarantee that what you find in these alpha groups is even going to be valid, so you need to do your own research once again. What I actually recommend for beginners instead of trying to focus on alpha groups is the second part of this, which is shill channels. Once you find projects you are interested in, you can join the Discords for free, and 99% of the time, they're going to have a channel for what we call shill. For example, I found this project a few weeks ago. It's called Kyoto Warriors. I'm on the server on Discord, and if you scroll down right to the bottom, you will see we've got a channel right here called shill. You will see there's literally loads of people sharing channels and saying, hey, new project just launched yesterday. They explain what it's about. They give you a link to join. You've got this one, don't miss out on Kitty Crypto Gang. This actually looks pretty cool. Actually, I've never seen this one before. I might actually check this out after the video. But as you can see, shill channels can be a really good place to find lots of upcoming projects as well. And to get into them and view all these messages, It doesn't cost you a penny whatsoever. You just need to find a project, join the Discord, and then view the Shield channel. 99% of projects are going to have a Shield channel. Moving on to the third strategy, which is NFT drop websites. This one is personally my favorite. So there's a few different websites you can use. I'll go through all of them one by one. The most popular one is probably going to be rarity.tools, but you can basically go over to this website and then go to this upcoming tab right here. And what it will do, it will show you all of the upcoming NFT projects. Now, when I say all, I'm not going to say every single NFT project which is dropping is going to be listed here, but the bulk of them are going to be on rarity.tools. You can see we've got some launching today. We've got Phantom Squad. We get an image of what the NFTs actually look like. We have a link to the Discord, so we could join it. Just check out how actually active the Discord is. Are people excited for the drop? We have links to the Twitter as well, which of course we can open and just get an idea of how popular the NFT is actually going to be. In this instance, they've got less than 3,000 followers. If we scroll down, they've only got 2 comments on here, 3 retweets, 7 likes, 5 comments, which isn't a lot whatsoever. So not much hype in this whatsoever. And if you look at this, there's actually 2,600 of these NFTs in total. So if there's 2,600 and there's very small engagement on their tweets, it's very likely this is going to sell out. So this is probably one you want to stay away from. I don't want to get too deep on the analysis in this video, as that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in the next one. But essentially, Rarity Tools is a really good website you can use to find lots of upcoming NFT projects. I always have a browse through here and see what I like. I typically go off the artwork, and then if I'm interested by the artwork, I then go and dig a little bit deeper, check out the Discord, the Twitter, and the website as well. Just having a look down here to see if there's anything really cool. This is actually quite cool. Crooks. We get a launch time as well, so you can see this is launching at 5 AM in the UK. We also get a mint price as well, which is 0.08 Ethereum. Pretty decent price. We can check out the Twitter and see what's going on. They've got almost 10,000 followers. Great. This is really good signs. I just pause that and then scroll down. We can see they are getting quite a lot of engagement on the post as well. So again, these are all really, really good signs. So Rarity Tools is a solid option. Another website you can use to find about upcoming drops is nftgo.io. Just simply go over to the drop section on the menu. And once again, just like Rarity Tools, you can see all of the upcoming projects and you get a good idea of the high level metrics as well, such as how much it's going to be to mint, how many NFTs there are in total in the collection, and you also get a date for when it goes live. The third and final site I recommend you can use to find out about upcoming NFT drops is coinmarketcap.com. To access this page, all you need to do is go to NFTs in the menu and then go to upcoming sales. It will then open up this page where you can get a detailed breakdown of all of the upcoming projects. And as you can see, there's quite a lot on here as well. You are going to see an overlap between these websites. So you might see, this project right here, Cybercats, you might see it on CoinMarket. It might also be on NFGo, and it might also be on Rarity.tools. So do bear in mind, you probably don't want to be checking every single one of them. I typically only check Rarity Tools and nftgo.io. These two are my personal favorites, but I know a lot of people who also use CoinMarketCap. Now, when it comes to me actually finding really solid NFTs, the ones that have made me the most amount of money has been ones that I've found by myself by doing my own research. I will literally come onto Rarity Tools every single day and I will browse upcoming projects. I will then validate these projects and see which ones are worth my time. I will then spend my time trying to secure a whitelist spot to ensure I can make the most amount of money from acquiring one of these NFTs. But essentially, that is step one of the process, and that is how you can find NFT projects before anyone else. Remember, as soon as you hear about an NFT project in the news, you are hearing about it too late. You want to be using a combination of these 3 strategies to find out about these NFT projects from the NFT underground. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to go through some detailed analysis on how we actually determine which project is going to be a good one and potentially one we may want to purchase an NFT from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In the last video, we looked at how you can find tons and tons of NFT projects. However, not all of those NFT projects are going to be of high quality. What we're going to be doing in this video is going through my 10-step checklist to validate NFT projects, as what you don't want to be doing is literally just going on to rarity.tools, finding all of these NFT projects which you think look really, really good. You end up getting out your wallet and buying some NFTs to later find out that they were never really any good projects in the first instant, and they were just creating an NFT project just to try and make some money. which of course, if you do happen to buy into one of those projects, you are most likely going to lose your money too. This 10-step checklist is very, very important. So what I'll do is I'll go through the 10-step checklist in the PowerPoint slides. We're then going to head over to rarity.tools. We'll then review some of these collections we can see that are upcoming. And then I'll go through my checklist one by one and then literally audit these projects to determine if they are good or if they are bad. This is just my personal experience. It seems to work really, really well for me. I've managed to find some really good projects, buy in early, and manage to sell those NFTs at a higher price at a later date. And I'm pretty much almost guaranteed that if I didn't carry out these checks, then I most likely wouldn't have done so well. What are the 10 things that you need to look out for? The first thing you want to check is going to be the Twitter account of that NFT project. What do I mean by check out the Twitter account? You want to make sure they have at least 5,000 followers. You might be thinking, 5,000 followers sounds like a lot of people. Trust me, in the NFT space, 5,000 is really, really not that much. If a project is really, really that good, a lot of people are going to go ahead and follow that Twitter account. As remember, Twitter is literally the hub when it comes to NFT projects. So if you come across any accounts that have less than 5,000 followers, then it's not a good sign. In addition to just looking at followers, as of course followers can be faked, you also want to check out the engagement and the hype on some of the most recent posts. Are people engaging with the tweets? Are people excited for the minting date, for the launch, the artwork? Are people truly excited about the project? Don't see any of these things, then you want to walk away, as a project is most likely not going to do well. Another thing which you want to look out for is going to be giveaways. Now, don't get me wrong, every NFT project is going to do giveaways. However, what you're going to find is that some specific NFT projects in particular, literally every single tweet they put out is going to be a giveaway. Now, that isn't really a good sign, as it can come across a little bit desperate. They're struggling to get engagement and followers, so what do? They keep on doing giveaways. You have to retweet to enter, like, comment below, and it's basically them faking engagement. So when it comes to checking engagement and hype, you ideally want to check those two things on posts that aren't giveaways. The second thing which I like to check out is going to be the Discord of the NFT project. Every single project out there is going to have a Discord, and that is basically where they interact with everyone who is interested with the project. It is the main communication hub. Projects typically get found on Twitter and get discussed about. However, any announcements, important things from the founders, minting days, minting price, that is typically all discussed within the Discord. When it comes to checking out the Discord, what do you want to look out for? Well, typically you want to make sure there is at least 75% of Twitter followers in the Discord. Meaning, if a project had 100,000 followers on Twitter, you want to see at least 75,000 of those followers in the Discord and being active. The reason why you want to look out for that is because if a project is really that good, then people are not just going to follow the Twitter account and then go somewhere else. They're going to join the Discord and see what all the hype is about. So that is a pretty good metric you can go off. In addition to that, again, as of course this number can be faked, you also want to check if the team are engaging in the chats in the Discord and make sure things look genuine. You'll be surprised at how many projects there are out there that will set up a Twitter account, they'll buy followers, they'll create a Discord, they'll create loads of invite links and invite loads of people into their Discord server, and it looks like they've got lots of members. However, when you go into the channels, literally all the communication is just from people spamming the chat. The team are not there whatsoever, they are not present, and that is not a good sign, especially if you're thinking about investing in that project. Another thing to look out for in the Discord, again pretty similar to Twitter, is are the members truly excited for the project? Is there hype? Is there excitement? This is another key thing to look out for. And what I would also recommend as a pro tip is you want to check the announcement channels on the date of post. This might not make much sense now, but don't worry, when I go through the real-time walkthrough, you'll see exactly what I mean. The third thing to take a look out for is going to be the website. You want to check if it's well built. Does what they're saying on the website sound shady? Is there any spelling errors? Is there a roadmap on the website? All of these things are crucial. All of these NFT projects should be well planned out. So if you're going onto the website and you're seeing like lots of basic spelling errors, that is not a good sign and something you probably do not want to be getting involved in. The fourth thing to check is going to be, are the founders visible on the website? Seeing the founders on the website is reassuring as it's a clear sign that the founders are proud of what they've built. Names in the NFT space hold great weight, and people will not associate their names with any bad projects. So if it's very clear to figure out who is behind a project, it could be from the Twitter account or the website, then that is a good sign. If you don't see any names on the website whatsoever and you have no idea who is behind the project, then you need to ask yourself, is that a risk you are willing to take? No matter how cool the artwork is, if you have no idea who is even running the project, do you really want to get out your money and back this project? Most of the time, the answer is going to be no. The next thing you want to take a look at in relation to the founders is, what are the credentials? Some projects will have a team of about 5 or 10 people, and that might sound really good and look good on the surface. However, what are those credentials of those team members? Are they experienced? Are they graphic designers? Is there a dedicated marketing person who has marketing experience? These things are good to look out for, as it will help give you a good overview of if you believe the team have the capacity to actually make this project go to the moon. The next thing you want to take a look at is, are the founders real? This is actually crazy. There is so many projects out there that are listing down founders on the website. However, those founders do not even exist. People have literally just put in some random name and some random bio saying, yes, this is John Doe, he is head of marketing, he done marketing for Nike, Adidas, Gucci, all these random brands, and you think, wow, that sounds really good. So what you really want to find out is, are these founders real? Some of the easiest ways to validate these things is checking if they have a LinkedIn account, a Twitter account. You can also do a Google search for the founder's name and see if they come up in any Google searches. If the founders have really been involved in big projects, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to see an article about them in the press about what they've done in the past. A pro tip as well is you can use this really cool SEO technique, which is a process called reverse image search, and you can use this to find out if they are using someone else's picture and claiming to be that person. So again, I'll walk through a live example of this shortly, so don't worry about this for now. This is just me going through a high level process of all of the 10 steps. The 6th thing to check out is there a strong community behind the project? So what I mean by that is the project actually going after a specific group of people? You will see there are a lot of NFTs about cats and dogs, and what these projects actually promise is, if you buy one of those NFTs, they will donate a specific amount of that money to help fund animal cruelty. Now, of course, a lot of people care about animal cruelty, me included, so behind that NFT project, there is going to be a strong community. You can check this by checking out Twitter, Discord. Again, I'll give you a walkthrough of this shortly. The 7th thing you want to check out is there any negative press about the project? You can easily carry out a search for this on Twitter, YouTube, or even Google as well. And here you just want to see if there's anything that'll make you a little bit uneasy. There's actually a recent project that come out, I won't name and shame them, but essentially one of the founders actually turned out to be racist, which had a massive impact on the collection. No one wanted to be associated with that project whatsoever, so it's always good to do a little bit of research about the project first. Number 8 is, how unique is the NFT? Is it a completely unique design that you've never seen before, or is it a derivative? Meaning it's just a replica of another well-known NFT collection. Now, I'm not saying that these projects can't do well if they're copying someone else, as sometimes they actually do really well. However, if you're investing in NFT projects that are unique, the chances are that it's going to have its own dedicated USP, which means it's more likely to do well. And as you can see, my second point is, does it have a USP? Well, if it's a unique collection, then that in itself can be its own unique USP. The 9th thing you want to check is, does the NFT have any utility? Now, what do I mean by utility? Well, you need to determine, do you get anything else when you buy the NFT other than just the NFT? Some NFTs will give you access to tools and softwares. Some projects will say you can use your NFT in the metaverse as well. So these are always good things to check, because if you do plan on selling your NFT, if your NFT has utility, aka it's more than just an image, then typically it's going to be easier for you to sell that NFT in the future. Moving on to the 10th and the final thing of my checklist is, how strong is the roadmap? Every project should have a roadmap, and what the roadmap tells you is the plan of the whole NFT project. For example, you don't just want to be buying into a project which makes 10,000 NFTs, you buy them and then that is it. There needs to be a clear roadmap of what is going to happen, and most importantly, you need to believe in that roadmap and actually believe the founders are going to deliver. But really and truly, the main thing you want to check here is what is the plan once the NFT drops. That is my whole 10-step checklist. Here is a summary of all of those things, just so you can see it from a higher level overview. So we've now gone through the theory of how to validate an NFT project in 10 steps. So in the next video, what we're going to do is go through all of these 10 things in real time. Like I said, we'll go over to rarity.tools, we'll find an NFT collection, and we're literally going to audit that collection one by one to determine if it is a good fit. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one where we're going to put all of these 10 things into action. In the last video, I ran through my 10-step checklist, and now it's time to put that checklist into practice. Imagine you wake up one morning and you decide to browse rarity.tools, because that is literally what you should be doing if you want to find the best upcoming projects. So I typically do this every morning. I'm currently looking at the upcoming projects for tomorrow. We can see we have this one right here, Funny Ape Club. So the artwork looks actually pretty cool, like this ape that's kind of mutated a little bit. So you might be interested in this collection. So what is the first thing we need to do? Well, number one, we need to check the Twitter account. So I'll make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Check the Twitter account. So again, checking the Twitter account is very easy when using a tool like rarity.tools. They have some important links next to each project on the right hand side of the images. We can see the second one is always going to be a Twitter, so we can open that up. Remember, when it comes to seeing the Twitter account, we want to see at least 5,000 followers. Well, Funny Ape Club, they literally have less than 500. So literally less than 10% of what I recommend. So again, this is a red flag. It doesn't matter how good the artwork actually looks on Rarity. When it comes to checking out the Twitter account, there isn't that many followers whatsoever. You might be wondering, well, why does our account need to have more than 5,000 followers? Well, it comes down to two things. Number one is followers is a good indication of if the project is actually popular. Again, I know you can fake followers, but the second thing to check, if you remember from my previous video, is going to be engagement and comments, retweets, likes, stuff like that below the actual tweet. And you can see they're pretty much getting, 4 comments, which is really low, 5 retweets and 6 likes. Again, not great. Let's scroll down a little bit further, see if it's a one-off. They've got 3 comments again. What are people saying? Nostalgia, let's talk about promotion. It's not great. Like, people are not excited about this collection. And again, less than 500 people actually follow their account. So this is a big red flag to me. I definitely would not be looking at this NFT project in any more detail. The second reason why you want to check followers is because most of these NFT collections actually have about 10,000 NFTs. Of course, the exact number is going to be dependent on what the NFT creator chooses, but you can see they've got 10,000 as part of their NFT collection right here, and they've got 500 followers. So if you do the maths, if you end up buying one of these NFTs, and so does every other person who follows this account, which is pretty much unlikely, let's imagine everyone buys one NFT. Well, that means out of the 10,000, only 422 are going to be sold. So what happens to the other remaining 9,588? That is not a good sign, as if there's lots of other NFTs available that person can mint themselves, then why would they buy it off you at a higher price when they can mint that collection at a cheaper price? Well, the answer is they wouldn't. So this is why you always want to check followers. So this is why you always want to avoid accounts that have really low followers. Although I've got a 10-step checklist, I wouldn't even go to point 2 on my checklist. There's no point checking out the Discord, as I can see already that the Twitter is not really doing that well. However, I guess we can check out the Discord anyway, just to make sure we are not missing anything off. So let's go back to Rarity. Let's go to the top link right here, open up Discord. We can see they've got 3,288 members, and out of those, 155 is online. So again, really low numbers. They have got more people in the Discord than the actual Twitter, but I'm only seeing 155 online. Again, you want to be seeing numbers in the thousands to see if people are really hyped up about this project. So if I was browsing Rarity, I wouldn't even look at this any bit further. Already, it hasn't even passed the first 2 checks of my checklist. So hopefully you can see already how following this checklist is really going to save you a lot of time. You can check Twitter accounts in literally seconds. For example, let's imagine you find, this one interested, Avian Pigeons Club. You can open up the Twitter link, see how many followers they have, 1,500. Again, quite low. They've got 2,000 in their collection, which is still quite low again. I still want to see 5,000. So this would be a red and a no-go for me. So checking Twitter is really, really quick to do. So let's go ahead and see if we can find any more upcoming projects. I mean, you can see there's literally loads. I can scroll for hours and hours and hours. I'm going to keep finding more and more projects. So let's take a look at all the projects that are coming out next week, and hopefully we've got some good ones coming out. So here we are, Monday, 31st of Jan. We can see we've got Dragon, we've got Battle Apes. So when I'm browsing this, what I typically like to look at is the artwork. If anything attracts my attention, then I take a further look at that project and analyze it in more detail. What's actually interesting is at this current moment in time, for some reason, women projects are doing really, really well. At the moment, there's a lot of males in the NFT and crypto space. So all these projects which come out and focus on women are doing really well because it's all about equality and fairness in the industry. So I can already see a women project right here, Urban Desi Woman. Although the artwork doesn't look that great, but just because I know these projects are doing well, we might as well open it up and have a look. So it's this link right here. I've got quite a lot of links open. Let me just start closing these just so it's a bit more easier. We can see they've got 1,700 followers. So again, not that great. I mean, again, I want to see 5,000 members in here minimum. So once again, I wouldn't look any further at this project whatsoever. So you can see literally how the first checking the Twitter, you'll literally remove so many websites out of here just by checking the Twitter accounts, as you'll be surprised at how many projects literally don't have that many followers. As you'll see, there's a lot of projects actually coming up. But again, once you check the Twitter, you were able to remove any of those bad projects. So let's see if I can find another women collection. I think is that one. Beehive. There's actually a man there. We've got this one, Women of Crypto, 3D rendered women avatar NFTs. And as you can see, the artwork for this collection is actually a lot nicer than the artwork for the previous one we just looked at. So let's go ahead and open up the Twitter and find out a little bit more about this project. First thing I can see is they've got 27,000 followers, or 27,300 followers. So lots and lots of followers. That is way above my 5,000 threshold. My first impressions are definitely going to be good. I can see there's going to be 8,888 NFTs in the whole collection. Again, they have way more followers than the amount of NFTs in the collection. This is a really promising sign to see. However, like I said before, followers can easily be faked. What we want to do is just scroll down and look at the recent tweets and have a look at the engagement they have on their posts. So typically I like to avoid the one that says pinned tweet, as the pinned tweet is the one that most people are going to see. So typically it's going to have lots and lots of engagement. You can see it's actually got 1,200 comments, 1,300 retweets, 1,200 likes. So crazy engagement even for a pinned tweet. So that's still pretty good, but let's keep on looking and see what we see before. We've got, what do you guys think of our latest sneak peek? Best name for her gets whitelist spots. We'll pick 5 of you guys. If you're already whitelisted, you can nominate a friend. Cool. Comment down below and retweet. We've got this really cool NFT of this woman with money falling down in the background in this cool little puffer jacket. I really like this. Again, you can see it's got 1,200 comments. Crazy. Lots of engagement. Again, always good to look at the actual post and just verify it's not fake engagement. The name itself sounds like she's a queen, which she is, Miss Crypto Queen. Okay, so people are suggesting names, people are getting involved. Indeed, sis, you have a great suggestion. Harlequin for sure. The Joker. So you can see this is real engagement. People are really taking the time to chip in and give suggestions on what they think this NFT should be called. So this is all good. This is lots of engagement, and the engagement is real as well. Gonna keep on scrolling down. You can see another NFT. We've got 900 comments, almost 1,000 likes, almost 1,000 retweets. Again, I like what I am seeing here. We've had our first official Women of Crypto talent show today. So they're doing talent shows as well. Awesome. Again, almost 300 comments on that. We've got 600 comments. This is actually a really big account, Ryan D Crypto. So they have also been plugging this collection. Again, 4,000 comments. So everything I have seen so far is all good. This is definitely an example of an NFT project having a solid Twitter account. What's the next thing to check? Let's check out the Discord. So to check out the Discord, we can go back to rarity.tools up here. Click the Discord link, open it in a new tab just to see. We can see they've got 40,000 members in the Discord and 6,000 of them are online. Compare that to the last one we just looked at. Remember, it was in the hundreds and I think it was about 2,500 members, if I remember correctly. But you can see for this one in particular, they have lots and lots of members, which is great. Actually, more than they have on Twitter, and a big portion of those are online as well. So actually more than 10% of the members are online, which is a good sign to see. So what I'm going to do is simply go ahead and accept this invite and check out the Discord in more detail. Remember, these numbers are just a gauge. I want to join the Discord and see what people are saying in there. Is the team active? Are people excited? You want to find out exactly what is going on. So I've now joined the server for Women of Crypto. You can see lots of information about this. I'm going to ignore all of this for now. I'm going to just scroll down and go to the general chat, which is actually what is already open. And basically, when it comes to reviewing these Discords, what you want to see is people sending messages literally every second, just how you can see this project is going. When people are sending messages every second, it's a good indication that there is excitement behind the project. People are active, there are lots of comments, there is tons of hype around it, and this is stuff you want to look out for. If you join and you literally see one message coming in every hour or every 2 hours, you definitely do not want to be involved in that project, as like I said, if you buy one of those NFTs, it's going to be harder for you to sell it at a later date, as no one is going to care about that project. Another really good thing to check when you're reviewing the Discord is going to be announcements. So if I go to announcements, what you want to do is scroll right to the top and check the date on the first announcement. So the date on this is actually the 25th of the 12th, 2021. Can you see that right there? So Christmas. I'm currently making this video on the 26th of Jan 2022. So this is 1 month ago. The reason why you want to check this is sometimes you'll get projects that will create a Discord and they'll literally just shove loads and loads of members into the Discord straight away, and it looks like it has lots of engagement. But in reality, the Discord has only been around for like 1 or 2 days, and that is something you don't really want to be involved in, as it could be a scam. Seeing for myself that this has been around for a long time, 25th of December, actually the 23rd of December, is a reassuring sign, as I know the team behind this has obviously been working on this for a while. So again, that is reassuring. What I also want to check is if the founder is active in the channel. So we can see I'm on the announcement channel right now. The founder is someone called Amy. So let's just scroll down. When was the last post Amy actually put in here? The last post was actually 2 days ago. So we can see a daily update. I mean, there's lots of updates on the founder. So this is really, really good things to see. Again, it just shows the founders actually care about the project. So far, what I've seen on Discord is really, really good. I'm happy with what I've seen. There's nothing that raises any red flags whatsoever. So this project could potentially be a good one. The next thing to check is going to be the website quality. Here you just want to figure out how high quality is the website. Does it look basic? Is there a roadmap? Is there spelling errors? So to check the website, you need to do is go back to the rarity.tools and then click the bottom link, which is womenofcrypto.io. And here we have the website. It actually looks pretty cool, pretty clean. We've got the Women of Crypto. We've got all the different avatars you can have changing as well, which is quite nice. First of a kind 3D rendered avatar collection of 8,888 women with great detail, female avatars, 111 unique traits and individual characteristics, accessories and backgrounds. The Women of Crypto are diverse to celebrate the traits, every woman of the kind. The project is a promise to resolutely work towards education and empowerment. Okay, this is the important part right here. The project is a promise to restlessly work towards the education and empowerment of underrepresented individuals in the world of crypto. If you remember what I said before we looked into this project, women NFT collections are doing really, really well, and it's all to do with empowerment and representing women in the world of crypto. And as you can see, it says our efforts are invested in bridging the gender gap, aiming to inspire more women and participate in the world of crypto. This is actually really, really cool. There's a really nice community behind this, I can tell already. It's all to do with women who want to be in crypto. This is good. This is things you want to be looking out for. As if you remember, one of the things on my checklist is checking, is there a strong community behind the project? Well, this project has a direct audience, so it's very clear there's going to be a strong community behind this. So far, what I've seen on the website is really, really good. I want to just double check if the founder, it's actually quite cool, a little video they've got, little promotional video, again, really good and really cool to see. Definitely things you want to be looking out for. Just want to scroll down and see if they've got a roadmap, which they do, pre-sale roadmap. They're going to be doing giveaways, they're going to be transparent. Okay, so what is the main fundamental launch of this? Quality art. There'll be one of one, will not be identical. Okay, all unique NFTs, great. Post launch, men in crypto. Okay, this is quite interesting. As an expression of our gratitude to our supporters, we will airdrop all those who are holders of women of crypto NFTs with their very own men of crypto NFT 6 weeks after the official launch. Okay, this is really, really cool. So basically, if you buy one of these women of crypto NFTs, 6 weeks later, you are going to receive a free NFT, which is basically what airdrop means, and it's going to be of a man in crypto or men in crypto. So that's pretty cool. So if you buy one of these NFTs, you are going to get a free one in return just for supporting those. So this is the roadmap. This is what we call the roadmap. What are they planning to do with the whole project? And we also have further details down below. Crypto Generations, the baby of crypto. So the men and women obviously have babies, and you now get a baby. So this is really cool. So if you own the woman, you'll then get the man. If you own both of them, you'll then get another one. So potentially you could buy one NFT and it will give you free NFTs. So this actually sounds like a really, really good project. You can also see they're planning to do community events as well, and also enter the metaverse. Everything I've seen so far has been really, really solid. The one thing which I do want to look out for is the founder visible on the website? Who is behind this project? Sometimes you can see it on the actual Twitter account. You can see 8,000 unique avatars. Oh, there you go. Founder is this person right here, this lady called Amy. She's the founder and creative director of Women of Crypto. She's based in LA and she's almost got 5,000 followers herself. So good. These are all good things to see. If I go back over to the website, is she actually visible on the website? Just to make sure it's not a scam. There we have. There we meet the team. Amy Matsushima. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Probably didn't. I'm really bad at stuff like that. But essentially you can see who owns the project, who's behind it. These are all good things that you want to look out for. So now we confirm the website is really good and they have a good solid roadmap, and we also know who is behind the project. The fifth point on our checklist is to verify if the founder is real. We've pretty much done this already just by checking out her Twitter account, and we can see, again, we can just scroll down, making sure she's getting engagement with 900 comments here, 20 comments. Okay, so how can we verify she is real? Let's just go over to that website and just take her name. Let's go over to an incognito Google search and let's carry out a search for a name. Does anything come up? So we have a LinkedIn profile right here. Good. This is actually what we want to be seeing. So we can see she's visible on LinkedIn, although she only has 22 connections. So I wouldn't put too much weight on that. But we can see what she's done before. She's been at an agency. Okay, what else do we have here below that? We've got some Facebook profiles. Again, a lot of people have the same name, so I wouldn't put too much weight into that. But typically, when you come across a big collection and it's owned by someone big, let me give you an example. We have this collection right here called Little Heroes by Edgar Plans. You can see it says it's a collection made by artist Plan Art Studio. This is the guy's name, Edgar Plans. You could literally go over to Google, which is on this tab, carry out a search for this person's name, and you can see where this person has been featured. Is he really such a big artist as he says he is? And if you scroll down, you can see he's featured in Forbes, he's in White Wall, he's in Phillips, Hype Beast. Again, this is a very big artist, and you've got a lot of reasons to back this guy, as he has a lot of good press out there, which is just showing how good his artwork actually is, which means his NFT collection is most likely going to be very good, as he's mentioned in a lot of these big newspapers in regards to art. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do here for Amy. Although, of course, as Amy is not a big artist, it's much harder to find some of this stuff. But essentially, all you want to do in this step is figure out if this person is real. And what I'm going to do is simply search for her on YouTube, see if I can find anything to verify she's real. Okay, let's try and type in the project name instead. So Women of Crypto, what comes up? We've got a Women of Crypto channel. Okay, let's have a look at that. They've got a few videos. AMA. So the Ask Me Anything session. So this looks like Amy.
Hi guys.
Okay, let's just pause that. I'm pretty sure she said my name is Amy, so we can verify this is what Amy looks like, and she's actually a real person. So now if we compare that to what we saw on the Twitter account, do the link up. Yes, that looks like the person we just saw in the video. So far, we have done 5 of our 10 things in our checklist. We have checked out the Twitter account and we are happy. We have checked out the Discord. We are happy with what we are seeing. We've checked out the website quality. It's very, very high quality. The founders are also visible on the website. And we've also verified that the founder is real. So far, this project is doing really, really well. To ensure this video doesn't get too long, what I'm going to do is end the video here. And we're going to resume this in the next video, in part 2, where we're going to look at the remaining 5 things to determine if this project is going to be a solid one or not. I'll see you there. Okay, so picking up where we left off, we are currently on point 6 of our 10-step checklist. Is there a strong community behind the project? Well, we actually already know this, as if you remember from the previous video, when we was on the website, they had all this text up here, which basically just said this project is focusing on empowerment of underrepresented individuals in the world of crypto. And you can see that they want to bridge the gender gap. So there is going to be a strong community behind this. And if you're ever unsure if there's a community behind a project, you can literally just go into the Discord channels and see what people are saying. You'll be surprised at how many people are actually saying, wow, I really resonate with this. I couldn't agree more. There are not enough women in crypto. I'm so happy this project is coming along and trying to raise more awareness. That is what you call a community. That is stuff you want to look out for. However, the more you do this, you're going to kind of pick these things up a lot more quicker and more naturally. And I can tell that already that there is going to be a community behind this based on what they are saying on the website. So again, I'm happy what I'm seeing for number 6. So number 7 of the checklist, is there any negative project press? Now, the best way to figure this out is literally just go over to Google and carry out a search for the project followed by NFT as the women of crypto. If I take NFT off, it's very, very broad. It's going to show me the top 50 most influential females in crypto. I just want to see news in relation to this NFT, if there is anything bad. We've got the Women of Crypto, the Twitter account, womenofcrypto.art, NFT sales defy crypto market slump. So again, just some general news about crypto. So world of women NFTs are cracking, crypto boys club image. Okay, good. So I'm not seeing anything bad whatsoever. So you can also search for this on Twitter. And as Twitter is actually the main hub of NFTs, you shouldn't have to put in the word NFT. So I've gone for Women of Crypto. I've gone for show tweets that are the top, the ones that have the most engagement. You can see we've got the account right there. We've got this guy, David, promoting it. We've got well alerts. Okay, again, lots of cool artwork. We've got this person, Ryan Crypto, promoting it. He's actually a really big account. You can see he's got 4,000 comments. So again, these are all really reassuring things to see. If you was to see lots of tweets here saying this is a scam, stay away, then that would definitely raise a red flag and you'd want to do some further research. However, what I've seen so far is there's no negative press. So this is good. Moving on to number 8. How is the NFT unique? Well, the NFT is pretty much unique in its own right based on what the purpose is of the whole collection. As I've discussed already, it's all about empowerment, bridging the gender gap. That is unique. Not many NFT collections will come out and say that. That is our main focus. That is our main aim. So yes, this NFT project is unique. If it literally just said, we want to make NFTs of women because why not, then that isn't that unique, right? It's just a collection of women NFTs. However, there is messaging and there is power behind the collection. So this is definitely a good thing to see and it gets a tick from me. Number 9, does the NFT have utility? So are we literally just buying one of these NFTs and that is that? Well, no, we are not. If you remember from the roadmap when we scrolled down earlier in the last video, we can see that after the launch, post-launch, once you get your Women of Crypto, in 6 weeks' time, you're going to get this Men of Crypto. And if you hold that as well, you'll get a Baby of Crypto. So there's a whole roadmap and it's all really well thought out. So we're not just getting one standalone NFT, we're actually getting more NFTs if we hold them. And we're also buying into the whole messaging and goal of the whole collection, which is empowerment of underrepresented individuals in crypto. So again, I'm happy with what I'm seeing when it comes to my checklist. The NFT doesn't have any real utility, as in it can be used in the metaverse. However, I do get other NFTs going forward as part of my initial NFT purchase. So this is a good sign for me. Number 10, which is the final thing, which you pretty much covered already. How strong is the roadmap? Well, we've just gone through that. We can see that, once we get the man, once you get the woman, we get the man, then we get the baby and so on. And there's more community events. And pretty much what I'm trying to say here without repeating myself, as we all know how boring those courses are that just repeat themselves lecture after lecture. This project definitely does have a really good roadmap. So that is my 10-step checklist. So we've gone through all of these 10 things and what we've seen for every single element. The Women of Crypto passes all of my checks and this is definitely a collection I would want to get involved in. So I'm going to be doing just that. In fact, this is going to make a really good case study for the course. Now, if you compare this to the initial one we looked at, which was this one, NFT Urban Desi Women. I mean, you can just see the women of crypto is literally light years ahead of this collection. This is a much better collection in comparison to this one, and we managed to validate that by following my 10-step checklist. So that brings this video to an end. I hope you enjoyed it and got lots of value from it, and I'll see you in the next one. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get whitelisted on some of the most hype projects out there. And in case you haven't already read the glossary at the start of the course, well, a whitelist basically means you have priority access to mint an NFT before the general public. The pre-sale window typically lasts about 24 hours, and you have that entire time to mint your allotted NFTs. Some projects will allow you to just mint one NFT, some projects will allow you to mint 2, and others will allow you to mint 3 NFTs. It all comes down to the project, there isn't any specific number. Once a private minting has finished for all of the people who are on the whitelist, remember this is priority access, well, after the whitelist have finished minting, there is going to be a public sale after, and literally everyone who didn't manage to get whitelisted, they're all going to be fighting to try and secure a mint. Once a private minting has finished for the exclusive people who are on the whitelist, there is going to be a public sale where basically anyone who wasn't able to get onto the whitelist, they're all going to rush to the public sale and try and mint their NFTs all at the same time. As you would have saw earlier from videos in the course, some of these projects can have up to 20,000 followers, some of them even have 50,000, 60,000, even 90,000 members in their Discord. And if you can imagine, if there's only, let's say, 1,000 spots on the whitelist to mint, then that means you're up against a lot of people when it comes to the public mint. Because you have so many people out there all trying to mint at the same time, what does that mean? Well, that means there are lots and lots of transactions all going on at the same time on the Ethereum blockchain. So what does that result in? Yes, you guessed it, as we covered earlier on in the course, that's going to result in higher gas fees. In the NFT world, we refer to this as a gas war. Excuse my picture, I literally couldn't find any better image to resemble a NFT gas war. I guess it's because NFTs are still very, very new, but essentially what you get is people fighting, all trying to process transactions at the same time, and the gas prices absolutely skyrocket. Sometimes you will have to pay a lot more money in gas than the price of the NFT. Now, if you remember one of the videos from earlier on in the course where I actually purchased an NFT in real time, you will have remembered that I spent $109 in gas fees when the NFT I was buying was literally, I think, just $55 or $56. So I spent literally double the amount in gas fees than I did on the actual NFT. My wallet has still not forgiven me for this. However, of course, I just went ahead and done it anyway, all in the name of great content for this course. I hope you do appreciate that. But essentially the point I'm trying to make here is that gas can be really, really high. And if you're not on the whitelist, well, gas fees can be a lot higher than what you just saw when I purchased that for $109. And this is exactly why projects have a whitelist, as they want to give back to the community who are supporting them every day up until the launch. Just a quick heads up or a quick note, I want to be super transparent about this from the start. Getting a whitelist spot is not easy. You don't just literally message the creator and say, hey, can you give me a whitelist spot? You don't just join the Discord and say, hey, can you give me a whitelist spot? It does not work like that. Some of the strategies I show you are indeed going to require a good amount of your time. However, it's definitely worth it if you can afford the time, as once you're whitelisted, you can mint an NFT for a really good price, and if you want, flip it on OpenSea for higher. Of course, that's only possible if you're buying NFTs for a good, solid collection. If you're minting an NFT project which literally has no hype, no engagement, then it's very unlikely you can flip that for profit. So again, make sure you are doing your research and you're validating any project that takes your interest. So without further ado, here are some strategies that you can utilize to get whitelisted. The first strategy is just being early. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, we have this NFT project right here called beans_NFT. You can see it's got lots of hype around it. It's got 24,600 followers. Again, lots of engagement on all of the tweets, 2,200 likes, almost 3,000 retweets, over 3,000 likes, lots and lots of engagement. It's a really, really big project. And if you was actually one of the first people to know about this project, you could have joined the Discord and got a free whitelist spot. So I'm actually in the Discord for this project, which is this one right here, Beans. And you can see they have a channel for whitelist information. They have this title right here, how to obtain a whitelist spot. Here is a breakdown of how we'll be giving away 5,000 whitelist spots. The first thing they list is OG Beans. 250 spots for the first members of the community. If you were one of the first people to know about these projects, you could have got a whitelisted very, very easily. And how do you find about projects early? Well, it's using the same strategies I ran through in the previous videos in this section of the course. For example, you could go over to rarity.tools, go to upcoming from the menu, and then literally scroll all the way down to the bottom and find projects that people may not already be aware of. Typically, what you're going to find is when people check rarity.tools, all they're going to do is review the NFT collections at the top. Barely anyone is going to keep on scrolling right down to the bottom, meaning if you go further and further and further, you are more likely to find projects that other people are not aware of. I mean, right now I'm on the 5th of February, I can keep on going down, down, and down and find projects that no one else knows about. Of course, you can also follow influential people in the Twitter NFT space, and they're always coming across new upcoming projects before anyone else has found them. In summary, being early is a solid opportunity to get a whitelist for literally doing nothing. Moving on to the second strategy. The second strategy isn't really for beginners. However, if you hold any other NFTs, sometimes what the project founders will do is they will actually give you an automatic whitelist on another project which they are in partnership with. For example, as you can see from the image on the screen, if you owned one of the NFTs as part of this NFT collection project, Build a Byte, you would have automatically got a whitelist spot on all of these massive NFT collections, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and so on and so on. Sometimes just holding on to NFTs you believe are actually going to be useful is way more beneficial than trying to mint them and flip them for profit. So this is another really good strategy, although like I said, typically this is going to be useful once you've been in the NFT space for a while and you have a few NFTs in your portfolio. The third strategy you can use to get whitelisted is literally just being active and helpful in Discords. A lot of the time, project founders are going to award whitelist spots to people who are helping the community. So you can see in this Discord I was in the other day, it's actually last night, you can see it says yesterday, this person was saying, I'm a beginner, barely know anything about this whole NFT world, just trying to buy my first NFT and make some profit, but I can't choose what project should I try. Then someone replied to a previous message, Clint, but below that we had this user, don't rush, take your time, you will find your way. I can't just tell you which projects to buy and make profit. It's not really how it works, but I can answer questions that help you determine that. Can I text you in private? Yup. Sent you a friend request. So this person is literally just being helpful. He could have turned around and said, why don't you do your research, or stop asking newbie questions, but instead he was being helpful and active in the Discord. Now what's actually interesting is when you're being helpful, by default you are being active as well. Founders are not going to give away whitelist spots to people who are not active. You're probably thinking, well, what are the chances of the actual moderators or the founders seeing this guy's message and actually giving him some credit? Well, of course, you can't just do one message and hope for the best. You literally need to be active in that Discord and being as helpful as possible. This is what I refer to as Discord grinding. You're literally grinding in there as much as you can. If you have like an hour, 2 hours free a day, then I recommend just jumping into a Discord which you want to get whitelisted on. Be as active and helpful as you can. And if you keep on doing that day after day, you will eventually get noticed, and it's likely that you will get a whitelist spot. Just to clarify, if you plan on joining one of these channels and just saying generic words like, let's go, can't wait for the drop, like generic stuff, which everyone else does, you are not going to stand out, and it's going to reduce your chances of getting whitelisted. So focus on being active, and most importantly, make sure you provide value, and the easiest way to do that is by being helpful. One last benefit of number 3, because there's actually so many benefits of being active and helpful, is that a lot of NFT projects also have dedicated nomination channels. For example, if I go over to the Discord for Women of Crypto, which I joined a couple of videos back, You can see they have a section right here for whitelist nominations, and you can see people are literally just nominating people who they believe deserves a whitelist spot. So if you are being active, providing value and helping other people, you are more likely to get nominated too. So this is a really, really good strategy. A lot of people look past this and believe it's not a good strategy, but I can't tell you how many whitelist spots I've won just by being active and helpful. Moving on to strategy 4, which is engage with the social posts. Now, I don't actually have any screenshots here to show you because, of course, it's better just to go over to the browser. Again, the same project we found earlier in this section of the course, a really, really high quality project. What have I been doing? Well, I've literally been obviously following them, number one, but I've been engaging with all of the posts. You can see literally I've retweeted everything, I've liked it, I've actually commented on all of these as well, and you can see I literally just didn't do one or two, I've literally done loads and loads and loads. You can see retweets, likes, retweets, likes, retweets, like it goes on and on and on. I'm being very active on the social profiles. And what this does, it increases the chances of me winning a whitelist spot, as they are going to keep seeing my face over and over again on Twitter. They're going to see it on Discord. This is all about me making myself aware to them, being helpful and sharing their project. Again, engaging with the social posts, it's actually very, very quick to do. You can retweet and like, literally click both those buttons in 1 second each. So you've got 2 seconds. You can drop a comment in another 2 or 3 seconds. So it doesn't take that much of your time. And when you come across a really good collection like this, the Women of Crypto, you definitely want to be investing some of your time if you're serious about winning a whitelist spot. That is strategy number 4. Strategy number 5 is inviting people via your referral link. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, this strategy basically means you are helping that project grow by inviting more people to the server. So if we go over to the Women of Crypto server, if we go right up to the top, we have this arrow right here. We can click that and then click invite people. We can then take our link right here, copy it, share it on social media, share it in our WhatsApp groups, and just say, hey, come across this, a really amazing NFT project. I highly recommend you join and check it out. This link is trackable and unique to you. So anyone who joins the Discord via your link, the moderators and the founders will be able to see this, and you're more likely once again to stand out and be viewed as valuable and helping the project grow. Again, we just want to stand out when it comes to whitelisting. We want to go out of our way to provide value for them, so in return, they can provide value to us by getting us whitelisted. Some of these projects will also have a dedicated channel here on the left hand side as well, and what that channel will do is in public it will track how many people have invited who to the server, so you can really see how high you are on that list and if you need to work a little bit harder. Strategy number 6 is pretty much a given. You need to enter all of the giveaways a project have. We can see a giveaway right here from the Women of Crypto. You can see they are giving away $500 in Ethereum plus whitelist spots in the next 48 hours. To enter, all you need to do is make sure you follow them and retweet this tweet, tag 3 of your friends, and then join the Discord. Now, 9 times out of 10, you already follow them, so all you need to do is give that a retweet. You're also going to be in the Discord if you're serious about joining this project. All you need to do is literally just tag 3 of your friends. Again, this will take just a few seconds to do, so I highly recommend that you enter all the giveaways. I literally do not understand the logic from people who say, hey, I'm not going to enter a giveaway, there's already 300 people entered, I'm never going to win. Well, if you never participate, you are almost guaranteed not to win. However, if you do take part, then you have a possibility of winning a whitelist spot. Again, make sure you enter all of the giveaways. Moving on to my 7th strategy, which is create fan art. Again, I have no image right here as I'm going to go over to the Slack channel and give you a real life example. But a lot of these servers for all the projects you come across are going to have a dedicated channel for fan art. So again, I'm in the Women of Crypto Discord. If we go over to fan art, you can literally see, you keep scrolling up, people have submitted their own fan art of the NFT collection. So we have this one right here, Women of Crypto Purple Queen, which was submitted yesterday. Let's see if we've got any more. Someone's drawn their own one, Women of Crypto. Actually looks pretty cool. Let's see what else we have. We've got another one here. We've got this one. We've got that one. Okay, there's loads, like a little collection they've made. We've got this one, looks really, really cool. You can see people are reacting to this as well. We've got the Joker one with Batman behind it. That's really, really cool. And as you can see, that one has done really, really well. I actually like that one. Let's give that a fire emoji. we've got lots and lots of fan art again. So this is a really good strategy to utilize. If you go out of your way and create some art and submit it, if it's really good, like this one we've just seen by scrolling literally half a page up the Discord, you are increasing your odds of winning a whitelist spot. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, I am so bad at art. Anything I draw just looks like a potato. I don't know what it is, but art is not my strength. But if you are someone who is creative and is really good with a pen, pencil, Photoshop, whatever it is, you can create some really cool art and submit it and increase your chances of winning a whitelist spot. Fan art is actually a really good one to do, as if you're like me, for example, I can't enter any fan art, so I have no chance of winning a whitelist spot by submitting fan art, so I'm not even going to bother and try. I'll just leave it to the other people who are already good at art. If you are one of those people, the odds are in your favor. I do recommend that before you create any artwork, always scroll through the fan art channel, see what other people are submitting, use that as inspiration, and make sure what you create is going to be better than what is already here. If you go ahead and create something which isn't that great, then you're pretty much just wasting your time. This is actually quite cool. Wow, this is this person's 11th fan art, so clearly they just love drawing. So again, if art and drawing is your hobby, this is pretty much a win-win for you. Moving on to number 8, which is gigs. Now, as you can see, I put the word risky in brackets because that is exactly what it is. I've personally never used one of these gigs before, but I do know a couple people who have and have managed to secure a whitelist spot. So please do your own research and use these services at your own will. But essentially, you can see there are lots of gigs on Fiverr that will help you secure a whitelist spot. You got this one right here. I will help you whitelist for NFT projects. It's got 4.7 rating and 8 reviews. Starts at £15. In fact, let me just go over to my browser so you can see where the screenshot come from. I will include a link to this if you want me to in the course, but I won't do it unless people actually ask me for it. Again, I want to see what the demand is first. I don't want to start promoting stuff which I haven't actually used myself. That isn't my style, and that's not kind of how I do things. But you can see there are services out there if you plan on outsourcing the process. If it was me personally, I would probably just hire up my own virtual assistant and someone who can go ahead and grind all day in these channels for me and try and win me a whitelist spot. That way it's probably going to be a bit more natural rather than going for one of these generic services. However, like I said, I do know a couple of people who have used this and managed to secure whitelist spots. So it's only right I include it in the course because yes, it does also work. One last thing which I just want to highlight is that when you join these Discord servers for the NFT projects you are interested in, for example, I'm in this one right now for Big Cats, they are most likely going to have a channel for whitelist information, and they are going to tell you themselves what you need to do to gain whitelist for the specific NFT project. So you can see for this one, it says to gain access to the whitelist, you will need to help the Big Cats community to spread the word and get involved in our community. We can have the best art in the world, but without a great community, we'll never be able to achieve our goals. Current requirements for the whitelist. This is actually submitted today, by the way, so you know this is very up to date. You have to invite 20 people to the Discord server. Again, I showed you how to do that using your trackable link. They also have a little note here. We are looking for high quality and engaging members. So if you plan on inviting someone that's never going to engage in the Discord, it's probably going to go against you. So only invite people you know who are going to be interested in this collection. Interact with the community on the server. Again, this is exactly what I was talking about in strategy number 3, just being active and helpful. And then we have number 3, post a tweet about the project and mention us. Again, if you are interacting with all the socials, you are pretty much going to be doing this. So you can see that 8 strategies I've showed you. This is literally what most projects are going to ask you for. A lot of people ask me, what is the best strategy? You've showed us 8 different things, gigs, fan art, giveaways. What is the best one I should focus on? Well, my advice is do as many as you can. It doesn't make any sense just to do one if you could do 3 different strategies. If you have the time to do it, then it's in your best interest to do as many strategies as possible, as the more you do, the better the odds are going to swing in your favor. For the NFT project we found in the previous video, Women of Crypto, I am going to be doing as many of these strategies as possible to try and win a whitelist spot because I know that this project is going to do really, really well. So that brings us to the end of this video. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next one. Hello! Before I start getting into this video, let me just say apologies if the sound quality of this specific video is not that great. That is because I am currently at my friend's house. I am not at home in my professional studio. However, I have just had confirmation come in that I have got a whitelist spot on the Women of Crypto project. So I had to get out my laptop, make a video and give everyone an update. As like I said in the previous video, I am going to be grinding to try and get a whitelist spot. So what did I do to get a whitelist spot on the Women of Crypto? Well, literally everything I showed you in the previous video. The main two things I'd done on this project in particular was I was very, very active on social media. I literally replied to all of the tweets, retweeted and liked as well. Like if you scroll all the way down here, it doesn't matter how far you go, you will literally see I've retweeted, liked, and I've commented on all of these. There isn't one post they put out which I was not active on. In addition to that, I've been super active in the Discord as well. You can see there's literally so many messages coming through all the time. Like right now, there's over 800 messages since 12:53. And the time I'm recording this video is literally 13:12. So that is literally what, 20 minutes and almost 800 or over 800 messages. So there's really lots and lots of opportunity to engage and be helpful by answering people's questions. There were loads of questions up here. I probably won't find them now as there's so many messages, but people were saying things such as, what is an NFT? What do you guys think of the roadmap? I was literally responding to all of those questions. I think the most amount of replies I submitted in one day was 35, which is quite a lot of replies, right? These aren't just standard replies that, oh yeah, awesome, can't wait for the drop. Like I'm actually giving value and helping people. So I've been grinding for the last 4 days. And if I scroll down into the Women of Crypto Discord, you will see I now have access to this exclusive whitelist chat where everyone who has been added to this channel is on the official whitelist and has the opportunity to mint 2 of these NFTs. At the time of recording, you can see there is 1,543 people who are on the whitelist. This number is going to be going up all the time as of course they're adding more and more people to the whitelist. But there you have it. I am on the whitelist of Women of Crypto and I've done it by following the strategies which I've already showed you in the last video. It's crazy as there is so many people out there who say it's impossible to get on the whitelist. It doesn't matter how active you are or what you say on the social media. It's a scam, it's fake promotion. And yes, that is a little bit true. A lot of these projects do retweets and giveaways just for more promotion to grow the actual project. However, if you do give valuable answers in the Discord, you are increasing your chances of getting whitelisted. Now, I don't want to make it sound easy or paint this fake story, as like I said, that's not my style and I don't believe in selling people a false dream. But if you do work hard, you are pretty much guaranteed to increase the likelihood of you getting a whitelist spot. So when it comes to trying to get whitelisted, you want to put the odds in your favor and do everything which is pretty much in your control. When I initially saw this project, I just had a feeling it was going to be a good one. When we ran through all the validation checks earlier on in the course, you would have saw that this project passed with flying colors. And if you just look at the followers now, you can see they've got 45,000 followers. When we initially found the project, they had 27,000. So that was about a week ago and they've already grown another 20,000 followers in a week. And I've managed to get a whitelist spot on this project in 4 days. So what I will be doing is minting 2 of these NFTs, as everyone who is on the whitelist, they have the opportunity to actually get 2 of them. So I'll be minting 2 of them. It's 0.2 ETH for one. So I'll be spending 0.4 ETH in total. And then what I'm going to be doing is, as soon as I mint them, I'm going to be listing them on OpenSea for a higher margin and flipping them for profit. And yes, just to make sure I keep giving as much value as possible in this course, I will be showing you exactly how much I sold both of them for and what profit I made on the whole project. That video is going to be in the trading section of the course. So that is it for this one. Just a quick video to give you an update. Again, apologies about the audio quality. I just had to get the video done straight away to keep everyone in the loop because this is basically a live case study in real time. I hope you're enjoying the course and I'll see you in the next video. Hello and welcome to this another amazing video where I'm going to show you another project which I've managed to get whitelisted on, which is this project right here called Lives of Asuna. So as you can see already, they have over 130,000 followers. This is a really big project. I mean, don't get me wrong, Women of Crypto is a big solid project, but this is much bigger than Women of Crypto. If I scroll down and show you the tweets and just show you how much engagement they're actually getting, for the pinned tweet, which is typically going to be the best performing tweet, you can see almost 200 likes, 700 retweets, or over 700 retweets, and over 2,500 likes as well. Lots and lots of engagement. If we scroll down to the post, that was literally just 18 hours ago, so not even 24 hours ago. It's got over 100 comments, over 600 retweets, and over 2,000 likes. This project is absolutely insane. No matter what they put out, it gets tons and tons of engagement. The whole project is basically this anime style, and at the moment, anime NFT projects are doing really, really well. So I'm really excited about this. So you're probably wondering, how did you get whitelisted on a project like this? Well, there isn't any magic secret. I haven't been doing anything that I haven't already shown you in this course. This is what I mean by if you actually follow the stuff in this course, you can do really, really well. I was very active on the Twitter. As you can see, I literally commented on every post. I retweeted and liked this as well. I was also very, very active in the Discord. However, what I actually won the whitelist spot for was entering one of the competitions. If we go over to the Discord for Lies of Asuna, you can see that there was initially going to be a public sale, but they were a little bit worried about how much people would pay in gas fees because, of course, when you have a public sale, everyone is trying to mint at the same time. And what does that result in? It results in more congestion on the blockchain and higher gas fees as the miners have more transactions to process. They basically did a vote. You could go with option A, which would be them just continuing as planned, and go ahead with the public sale. And this would be the mint price for the public sale, 0.08. They also went through the pros and the cons of option A, or they suggested an alternative solution, which was option B, and that was delaying the public sale for a few days and selecting the winners from a whitelist raffle system. So you can see I already voted below. I went for option B down here, and you can also see option B actually won. So if we scroll down and just get confirmation of that, you can see that the team replied and said these are the results. 4,814 people voted for option A and 8,131 people voted for option B. So option B was the winner. So what did they do? Well, they went ahead and they did the public raffle. They included a link to where you can enter the raffle, which is a link right here. You can see, of course, I am already registered as I've entered this raffle and I've already won. So this is basically what they done. I entered the raffle and I won as well. So here is confirmation of me winning. It says welcome 0x2EA. So that is actually the address of my wallet. Congratulations, you have just been selected as a winner. You'll be able to mint 1 NFT in total. Please keep track of this yourself. Exceeding this limit will cause your transaction to fail. See, there's a button right here that says mint. And if you look right here, it's 0.2 ETH per NFT. So if I go back to the Discord and just show you that, it's quite important. You can see that if they went for option A, the mint price was 0.08. However, for the public raffle, the mint price was 0.2 ETH. So a little bit higher, but still it's a really good deal for a project of this size. So I went ahead and minted one of these for 0.2 ETH. Which, by the way, if you are wondering, let's go ahead and convert that into USD. 0.2 ETH is just over $600. So again, it sounds like a lot of money, and to be fair, it is actually a lot of money. But for a project of this size and one that has this much engagement, this is a really, really good price. As what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this NFT in the next section of the course, and I'll show you exactly how much money I've made. Now, just to clarify one more time, as I know anyone can show a screenshot and claim it is them, the wallet address is 0x2EA, 0x2EA. Again, I'll say that one more time. If I go over to my browser, go over to my MetaMask extension, you'll see this is definitely my wallet address, 0x2EA. Just in case anyone is wondering, is this guy lying? Is he faking the screenshots? No, guys, I really do this day in, day out. So just a quick video just to let you know, again, I've got whitelisted on another really, really big project. Now, some people are going to say, oh, it was quite lucky you won this raffle. And yes, there is definitely some luck in winning raffles. However, me choosing to enter this raffle, there is no luck in that whatsoever. You miss 100% of shots that you don't take. Yes, winning the actual raffle is luck. However, choosing to enter the raffle, that is not luck whatsoever. That is me choosing to enter the giveaway as I want to try and win a whitelist spot. So if you're serious about winning whitelist spots, this is exactly why I said in the previous videos that you need to do as much as possible to secure a whitelist spot. You can't just sit back and hope a whitelist spot will come to you if you do one retweet on one of these posts, for example. You need to be doing as much as possible if you want to win a whitelist spot. That brings us to the end of this video, and like I said, in the next section of the course, I'll be selling this NFT and showing you exactly how much profit I made. I'll see you in the next one. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the most common NFT scams that you need to watch out for. This is really important. It's probably one of the most important videos in the whole course, if not the most important. It is literally becoming a joke at how many people are getting scammed every single hour in this space, literally on every single project out there. I do believe the reason why so many people are getting scammed is because NFTs are still very new. We are only in the early stages of what is to come in the future. Not a lot of people understand how NFTs work. How do you mint? How do you buy? How do you sell NFTs? The whole communication on Discord. A lot of people do not understand that. So as a result, it's actually really easy to scam people, and there's not much you can do about it as well, which is quite unfortunate. Now, I don't want anyone who is watching this video to get scammed. These scammers literally have no emotion, no remorse. They will take thousands and thousands out of your pocket and not feel any type of way about it. So please pay attention to this video, as it is going to help you stay safe when it comes to buying and selling NFTs. And by the way, what I will do is if I come across any more scams in the future, then of course I will come back to this video and update it, so everyone is aware on what they should look out for. So let's get straight into it. The first one which you need to be aware of is what we call fake mint URLs. You will typically get these in direct messages. Let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean by this. So here we have this project from Goonies Gang NFT. You can see they've got almost or over 85,000 followers. It's a massive NFT collection. There is so much hype around this project. And as you can see in the bio, it says a gang of 8,888 Goonies unleash to cause chaos in the metaverse from the minds behind the films Transformers and X-Men. So it's some pretty big people behind this NFT collection, which is of course why it's doing so well. If you go ahead and look at the artwork, you can see it's actually really nice. We've got this one right here, which is just them just celebrating for hitting 100,000 members in Discord. Again, tons of hype around this. We've got some more artwork. Actually, someone getting a tattoo of one of these Goonies, which is absolutely insane. Again, another piece of artwork. You can see it looks really cool. So this project is doing really well, right? So if you come across this project on rarity.tools or just from someone else mentioning it, you are going to be excited. You're going to want to get involved, get on the whitelist, try and mint these. So what will you typically do? Well, you probably go into the Twitter profile, click the link tree, go ahead and then join the Discord to see what all the hype is about. I've already done that. I'm actually in the Discord already. And as you can see, they've got all the typical channels that you'll normally see, you know, how much supply is part of the collection. You can see 8,888, just as we saw on the Twitter. We can see a mint date, which is still to be decided. The mint price, how many people are in the Discord, 126,000. Again, it's a massive project. And of course, you have all the standard channels below, how to get whitelisted, and just the standard Goonies chat gang, which is quite interesting. Quite a good play on words there. But essentially, this is a standard Discord channel. Now, you're going to be working really hard to try and get a whitelist spot, right? Because you can see if you go to how to whitelist, there's things you need to do, be active, helpful, submit some fan art, all the stuff we've covered already previously. However, what you're going to get as soon as you join this Discord channel, 9 times out of 10, is you're going to get DMs from people who are pretending to be founders of the Goonie project or whatever project Discord you join, and they're going to send you a fake mint URL. So we can see this is the icon for the Goonies channel, this little duck right here. Let me go over to my DMs, which I need to do by clicking this right here, home. And as you can see, I've got 3 DMs from people pretending to be Goonies. I will zoom in on this video just so you can see the icons here a little bit better. And as you can see, the bottom 2 are using exactly the same image as the main image on the actual Discord server. So if you're new to the NFT space and you see that image on the server and you see a DM from the person from the same name with the same image, then you can very easily kind of make a mistake and say, hey, you know, this is definitely the real person. And if you go into these DMs, actually go ahead and show the message. It's actually picked up as spam. You can see it says, the sale is now available. Don't miss this opportunity. Official website. You can price, the price per NFT is 0.5 ETH. I can get up to 20. Okay, great. So I just visit this website and I can secure some of these NFTs. That makes so much sense, right? They're selling it for 0.15 ETH. When you go over to the Discord, It's actually on sale for 0.25, and again, it's not even announced when you'll be able to mint. So there is literally people pretending to be from the server and sending you links. Here's another one. This one's a little bit better. It says, before you access our Goonies Gang server, check the latest pre-sale. Sales info, time window, 45 minutes per user. Be fast. So they're adding some urgency. Mint price, 0.15 per NFT. You're allowed to get 2 NFTs per mint, and you can only mint at this URL. All others are fake. How crazy is that? I'm getting a scam message from someone who is sending me a fake mint URL and pretending that this is the real one and saying, watch out for other ones because they could be fake. This is a scam. No project is going to DM you a link to mint. I wish NFTs were that easy and you could just join a Discord server, get a link to mint, and then quickly make some money, but it doesn't work like that. Most of these servers are going to have dedicated channels telling you what to do so you don't get scammed, and most of them are going to say to you, never check your DMs, we'll never DM you. I mean, if you go into announcements, there might even be one here already. If I scroll up to the top, how to whitelist, there you go, look, Big Goonski. We can't say enough. We will never DM you. You must turn off your direct messages. Do not get scammed. Check report bad goons. Only use links from our official links and obviously the microphone announcement channel. So you can see literally projects tell you don't check your DMs, but a lot of people are still checking the DMs and they're signing up to these websites, connecting the wallets, and they are losing their money. So please be very, very careful. When I was actually new into the NFT space, I didn't know this. I joined a Discord. There was so many messages. I didn't know what to do. So I literally saw a DM, thought, oh my gosh, I want a whitelist spot, connected my wallet, and I actually ended up losing about half a ETH, which at the time was about $2,000. So please do not make the same mistake that I did. Main takeaway here is do not look at DMs. I mean, what I actually recommend you do is what they say, turn off your direct messages. The way to do that is you go to your little user icon down here at the bottom. Then you want to go to privacy and safety. And you can see we have an option right here, server privacy defaults, allow direct messages from server members. Well, just go ahead and turn that off. So mine's already off, but by default, it's most likely going to be on. So just make sure you go ahead and turn that off. That way you won't get any DMs and you can pretty much avoid a lot of these scams. The next most common scam that you need to be aware of is going to be fake collection pages on OpenSea. Now, I don't know why OpenSea have not fixed this by now. There's so many fake collection pages, and what can happen is if you're not paying attention, you can end up buying NFTs in a fake collection. Let me go ahead and give you a live example. So here we have this project from Doodories or Doodories. You can see it was sold out straight away. It wasn't a massive project, to be fair, although as you can see, they do indeed meet my minimum criteria of more than 5,000 followers. And you can pretty much see that, if you are interested in this project, the artwork is a little bit cool. It's basically a derivative of another project. But anyway, sometimes if one project does well, another one that copies that project will also do well. It's not unique, but of course, some people like to follow trends and that does typically work. However, that's not the point of this video. What I want to show is they have a link in the Twitter bio. If you open that link up, it will open up the OpenSea page. This is, of course, the official OpenSea page as is linked from the main Twitter account. Now we can see in total, there has been 64,000 ETH traded in this specific collection. We go over to activity and scroll down. We can see there's literally sales all the time. 3 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 5, 6, 7, 10, 14, loads and loads of sales, right? So if you want to buy into this collection and you didn't have a link from the Twitter, for example, let's imagine you just went onto OpenSea and you typed in Doodories, like so. If I can spell it right, Doodories. And as you can see, we've got Doodories official, which has 7,777 items, which we know is this one because it's roughly the same number here. And we've got these other listings below. Like, let's open these up. What are these? They all look very similar. They've got the same names. And let's have a look at this one. So this is a fake collection page of someone pretending to own all of these NFTs. What they've done is they've literally just gone onto the official account and they've gone on to items. they've screenshotted these NFTs and they've listed them up for sale as in they own them and this is the real NFT. That is not the case. Now you might be thinking, well, that's very obvious. This is clearly a scam because it mentions the name 100 times. But if you look at the volume traded, how much money has been spent in the whole collection, you can see it's 0.16 Ethereum. So let's go ahead and actually click on the activity tab to see how much these have been selling for. You can see there is 3 sales in total, one 4 days ago, 4 days, and one even 2 days ago. You can see someone paid $101 for this NFT, another $101, and someone even paid $200. So $400 have been spent on total on these fake NFTs. These NFTs do not exist. This is a fake collection page on OpenSea. Now, this is absolutely insane because, again, this is quite recent within the last week, and it just goes to show, like, people are losing lots of money by going onto OpenSea, searching for the collection they want to buy an NFT in, but actually landing on a fake page from someone who is trying to scam them. We had another tab up here as well, a different collection. Again, 0.04 ETH traded in this fake collection too. When was this one? This was 3 days ago, and again, another $100. So that's $500 in total we've seen in scams. We've got another fake collection page, and in this one, there's been no money traded whatsoever, which is actually quite nice to see for once. But just for doing a quick check on one specific collection, we have seen $500 being lost to scammers. And remember, this isn't even a big collection. They've just got 5,000 followers. Can you imagine what happens when accounts have 20,000 followers, 40,000 followers? The amount of fake profiles you get on OpenSea is very, very worrying. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, well, how can I avoid this? The way to avoid going for any of these projects is to never search on the OpenSea browser at the top because you don't know who you're going to land on. The best thing to use is to use official links. So go over to the Twitter, use the links they have in the bio. Even better, you can go ahead and join the Discord. So right now I'm in the Discord for Goonies Gang, and if we go down to this channel right here, official links, if I click that, they will have a link to all of the official links so you know it's owned by them and they're not any scammers. For example, if I want to buy one of the NFTs on OpenSea, I've got a link right here. I don't have to go onto OpenSea and then type in Goonies Gang like so, and then figure out which one is a scammer, which one is legitimate. As when you use official links, you basically remove any of that guesswork. So that is number 2. Watch out for fake collection pages on OpenSea. The third and final scam, which you need to be aware of, is what we call fake accounts. Now, this pretty much exists in every industry, but for some reason, it seems to be happening more and more in the NFT space, and more people are falling for it. So when I say fake accounts, I'm not just referring to social media accounts, I'm also referring to YouTube videos as well. Again, let me give you another example. So here we have an account for Imaginary Ones. This is a very big NFT collection. Again, you can see they've got 145,000 followers. These guys haven't even minted yet. There's been so much hype around this project. It's basically this walk-in NFT with like bubbles and different colors. This actually looks really, really cool. And you can see why it's doing so well. But I mean, even 1 hour ago, they put out this tweet. It says, "We need your help. This Instagram account is a scam. Please help me report them to prevent more people getting scammed. Our official Instagram account is this." So, and as you can see, they put a screenshot of the fake Instagram account. And if you look at this Instagram account, it's got 117,000 followers. That is absolutely insane. There's 117,000 people out there who believe this is the real account for Imaginary Ones. Now, that is very, very worrying. You can also see they spelt the founder's name wrong as well. They put CMATT when, of course, if you go over to the bio for Imaginary Ones, you can actually see the guy's name is CMTTAT. So this is guy who actually is behind the NFT project. So again, this is a very clear example of a scam, and it's very sad at how many people are going to be following this account. And if this account puts up a post on the Instagram saying, "Hey, minting is now live, click the link below," and you know, at least 5% of people click that link and end up connecting their wallets, that is going to be a lot of money lost to these scammers. So please watch out for these fake accounts. Again, always use their official links and make sure you're not falling victim to any of these scams. Again, this isn't just on social media like Twitter, for example, and Instagram. It also happens on YouTube. So here we have a video from an NFT influencer on YouTube called Brett. You can see this is his profile image of his YouTube channel, this little mushroom with diamonds in it. If you scroll down, you can see he actually responded to someone, or that is what you might think, but this is actually a scammer. This is someone pretending to be him, and they're promoting the WhatsApp number WhatsApp me. And if you end up WhatsApping this person, they're most likely going to try and sell you some absolute rubbish. They'll probably even get access to your wallet, asking you to connect to one of the URLs to mint a new project. So just be very, very careful. I literally see this happening on every single video on YouTube. We've got one here from the official account, official Brett right there. You know it's official because it's been verified. It has a little colored box behind it. I appreciate the kind words, Peter. I'm glad you have gotten value from the videos. Awesome, but if we open up some of these other replies, for example, this one, again, you can see we have another imposter pretending to be Brett. We've got another one here. I mean, let's see some more. Can we find more? Again, look, another one here, another one here. This stuff literally goes on forever and ever and ever. You really need to be careful when it comes to watching YouTube videos. Again, if you're just watching a video, you have nothing to worry about, but there's so many scammers. It's not just on this person's channel. If I open up this person's channel right here, which is another person called Sebastian, again, look at his profile image. It's like him in a car with some sunglasses on, I believe. Hopefully you can see that. If I scroll down and just open some of these comments, let's go for that one. Let's go for this one. Again, look, I've opened 3 comments and it's literally 3 out of 3. This is a 100% success rate from the scammers. Again, people pretending to be Sebastian, using the same image. Thanks for watching my video. For consultation or mentorship guides, text me. And of course, he's going to try and scam you through there, so don't do that. This is actually the same person sending the same message to different comments on YouTube. So that is the 3 most common scams that you need to be aware of. Watch out for fake mint URLs. Again, very easy to avoid if you turn off your direct messages. Also watch out for the fake collection pages on OpenSea. The best way to avoid those is by using the official links. And lastly, just the one we ran through of fake accounts. Make sure you do not WhatsApp anyone that sends you a WhatsApp number on YouTube or Twitter, Instagram, whatever platform it is. So please be super, super careful when you are in this NFT space. Like I said earlier, I do not want anyone watching this video to get scammed. It would actually break my heart. So please stay safe in this space and I'll see you in the next one.